morning. Mm, good morning indeed. Uh, oh, wow. Life is very, very good. Yeah. Well, huh. Mm, mm, uh, it's me again, Mr. Dan Laurier Beaulieu, Captain Dan. Yeah. And, well, uh, getting ready for work. Oh, oh, wow. I have to go to work today. It's, I do enjoy my work schedule, and I do rather enjoy my job, even though it is a very nasty job. It's still something I take professional pride in, so yeah, there's that. Mm, yeah. Mm, ah, mm, mm, yeah. So we've been having a lot of smoky haze in the air, and that's because there's huge forest fires up north, and even more huge forest fires out west. And these forest fires have been caused by drought, because the rains have been failing consistently for decades. And the reason the rains have been failing is the air pollution generated by human activity. We burn more fossil fuels than our environment can cope with. And the result is, ta-da, changing weather patterns, changing climate, drought, and forest fires. Yeah. And with this comes a realization that it is past time to make some major social changes. And one of those social changes is we need to stop worshiping the automobile. The private commuter automobile needs to go. And just switching from gas to electric isn't going to do it. Elon Musk's promise that we can still have private automobiles is a lie. We need to get rid of them. We need to stop depending on them, and we need to bring back public transit on a massive scale. Now, it used to be, 100 years ago, that public transit was everywhere. Trolleys and buses and trams of every sort moved people further than they could comfortably walk in an afternoon. If they had to go across town or to another town or city, there were trains, and these collectively produced less CO2 and emissions per passenger than modern automobiles do. You could move more people with less pollution. Now, nobody's saying that we need to stop consuming oil, but we do have to cut it back, and public transit is the perfect solution. Also, nobody is saying get rid of delivery vehicles. Delivery vehicles are not run continuously, and there are not sufficient numbers of them, and never will be, to have the impact that the commuter automobile has had. If we got rid of the commuter automobile in cities, that's the urban commuter, that's suburbia, if we got rid of that, we could cut our emissions by more than half. We could cut our emissions down to 1/3 their current levels easily. All we have to do is stop treating the bus like something dirty. Stop treating the train like something dirty. Stop treating the subway like something dirty. And start treating them like respectable forms of transit. But of course, this also requires that we get rid of the R1 zoning that allows suburbia to be the nightmare that it is. Get rid of the big box stores with their acres and acres of parking lot. Allow the building of small local grocery stores in suburbs. Allow the construction of small local hardware stores and other shops and businesses within suburbs. And abolish those huge lawns. Get rid of them. Put houses on the street. And have buses going past every 15, 20 minutes. Find ways to convince people that their neighbors are not their enemies. I would love nothing better than to see community barbecues become a thing again. They used to be a thing, but they're gone now. Where'd they go? The same way that the sense of community went. When we built suburbia and turned houses from a place to live to a commodity to be traded. Yeah. We need to make massive social changes. Some of these social changes involve bringing back traditions that have disappeared. Good traditions. Public transit, walkable streets, neighborhoods that one can live in. And ending the big box stores and the shopping malls. Get rid of them. Because they haven't done us any good. They've destroyed local economies. We need to get rid of those things that have devastated our society and bring back the things that allowed us to have a sustainable society. And we need to do it yesterday. But we can't. So instead, we have to do it today. It's time to fix what we allowed to be deliberately broken. And it was deliberately broken by the auto manufacturers and the oil companies, who banded together and waged a propaganda war against neighborhoods, against small local businesses, against pedestrian traffic, against the sidewalk cafe. They waged war against those things. And for a time they were winning. But now is the time to take things back. Get rid of the R1 rating. Get rid of the big box store and the shopping mall. The shopping mall is already a dying beast. And the big box store that has murdered it, it won't last long. Preemptively stop it now. And turn those old cow pastures back into cow pastures. Let's create a world where children can play again. Let's create a world where people can breathe. We had that world, and we can have it again. Let's make life good for everybody. Thank you.